Hello and welcome everyone to our Access 4 webinar on our new knowledge base. We are beyond excited to be showing you our new knowledge base. After much anticipation and development, we can finally share this new valuable resource with you. In case you don't know, it's not live just yet. You've got to wait one more week. It will go live next week on Thursday, the 27th of March. But we wanted to give you a sneak peek and show some of the functionality that we are really looking forward to introducing to our partners. So before we get into it, I wanted to introduce you to the learning and development team who are the presenters at our webinar today. So we're the learning and development team here at Access 4, and we're primarily responsible for partner education and training. So we look after Strive, our learning management platform. We look after the Help Centre. If you're not sure what that is the little question mark in the bottom right-hand corner of SaaSboss. And we also look after the knowledge base as well. My name is Courtney Plant. I'm the Learning and Development Manager here at Access 4. I'm at our head office in Richmond today. I'm also joined by my interstate colleagues. We've got Alan Sy, who is our Learning and Development Specialist, and we have Chrissy Gronbeck, our Knowledge Base Manager, who is joining us from Queensland. Here's our agenda. We are going to be starting off with the reveal for the new name of our knowledge base. We're going to do a poll very shortly, and we're going to get you to guess what our new name is. We're then going to introduce you to some of the key features of the system. So there's lots of new features that we're excited to show you and new functionality as well, which we think you might find valuable. We'll then be getting into a demonstration where we'll go into the new knowledge base and show you exactly how it works, and again, highlighting these key things, hints and tips to know so that you can have the best possible experience in there. We will also be talking about the existing PRC, so it's not quite dead. It will exist in some form, and we'll talk about that. And we will have question time at the end. So throughout this session, if you have any questions, if you can please use the Q&A function, and we will get to those questions when we can. So we are going to bring up a short poll to get you to guess the name of our new knowledge base. It's a very short poll. It's 2 questions. What is the new name of our knowledge base? And there's also a question on how many training courses do you think we have on Strive? If you can please answer these questions. We'll just give you about 20 seconds to answer them, please. We've got some great name suggestions. We've got InfoBoss, we've got SaaSno, we've got Access Info, we have Sassy Docs. Sassy Docs, oh good, it's on the board there.
That's my favorite one.
Yeah, Sassy Docs, I do like this. I just kind of picture each article having a real attitude, like my 9-year-old daughter wrote them or something, you know. How many Strive courses we have there? This is interesting. We've got 29, 39, 49 and 59. So it definitely ends with a 9. All right. I think we're ready to end the poll now. Let's see the results. Okay, InfoBoss, SaaSno, Access Info, and Sassy Docs. Silent drum roll to while we're in the webinar room anyway. The name is InfoBoss. So that was the second suggestion that we have here. We haven't gone with SaaSno only because I think that could be interpreted by some people as Sask now, or maybe Ask now. We haven't done that. Access Info is pretty good as well. Sassy Docs I do love, but it is InfoBoss we have gone with. Let's quickly check out the Strive answer as well. And the number of Strive courses we have available here is 59. So perhaps more than we think. Let's, can we share those results? Is that possible? Yeah, we can see them all now for you. Okay, so I want to talk about the name. So we wanted to rebrand our knowledge base to kind of dissociate it with the existing PRC and the reputation it had in there. And so we had an internal naming competition here at Access 4. And after much, much, much discussion, I feel like I almost had more discussion naming this knowledge base than I did my own children. We agreed on the name InfoBoss. Info meaning, all your information requirements, kind of hints at a knowledge base. Obviously, the word boss tying back to SaaS Boss, our core platform. And this name was actually suggested by one of our team internally as part of that naming competition. So Nick Herft, who is our lead UX UI designer, who is currently on parental leave because he's a brand new dad, he suggested this name and we really like it. So that is the name of our new knowledge base. We'll come back and talk about Strive later, but yes, InfoBoss is the name. So a little bit of background. Yeah, we can stop sharing that. Thank you. A little bit of background, I guess, on the need for a new knowledge base. Depending on how long you have been around for, you might be very well aware and versed on why we need a new knowledge base. You could tell me the reasons. But to give you, I guess, a bit of backstory on this. So our knowledge base in our PRC was set up in the really early days of Access 4. So when we were only offering one or two products, and we obviously had documentation for those one or two products. Over a number of years, the products that we offer has grown significantly, and therefore the number of resources and articles and documents that we've needed for those products has grown significantly at that time as well. However, the PRC and the functionality in the knowledge base hasn't grown at all during that time. So the functionality has stayed stagnant when the rest of the world has really moved on. So, Alan, what are some of the frustrations we've heard from partners with our current PRC knowledge base?
Thanks, Courtney. Yeah, it's been the current knowledge base, the PRC has been a source of frustration for our partners and, of course, our Access 4 team as well. Lots of confusing categories, a basic search engine, limited functionality, and finding the right information and resources has often been a challenge. So some of the other feedback points were from our partners, like the search results didn't typically turn up the targeted responses. Our partners were spending a lot of time reading multiple guides just to locate a specific answer. And there's been a lot of positive feedback about the amount of information and good information in the current PRC, but there were a lot of gaps as well that need to be filled. So we've taken on this feedback, we've listened to everyone's feedback, and here you can see InfoBoss changes that. So we've got a sleek, user-friendly design with intuitive categories, a powerful search engine, and InfoBoss is going to make it easier for you to quickly find exactly what you're looking for. And we've created a lot of new articles as well as updated and removed older ones and outdated ones as well. So looking here at what's new, we can see the intuitive search works by analyzing keywords, the article titles, the text, as well as subtitles and even attachments as well. So in your search results, it'll show the most upvoted or viewed articles at the top, and then it will show you up to 20 search results as well for you there. And the next exciting feature that we have is our new categories. So you can see now that we have all these categories that make sense. You're able to browse through our categories such as products, SaaS Boss, provisioning, and lots more. And if you'd like a sneak peek of what the article is about without having to click into it, you can just hover over the article, as you can see in the GIF, which will provide you with a brief description of that. The next exciting thing is we've also got top articles on the landing page, and it's going to show you the most popular articles searched in real time. And down below, you'll also find the latest articles below with the new and updated ones there. Isn't that pretty cool features, Courtney?
Yeah, I love this being added to the homepage, particularly at the moment where we have a lot of new documentation coming out for our channel UC products. We definitely want people to be reading the articles and the content that's being created, and the fact that it's now easily promotable and visible and accessible on this homepage. We think partners are going to get a lot of benefit out of it.
So, and you can see here a few other new things as well. You'll see here the partner icon and the Strive icon. So if you can't find what you're looking for, you can easily click on the partner care icon, which will take you to our ticket lodging page in SaaSboss. So this is where you can lodge those tickets. But of course, please remember, before you lodge a ticket, make sure you've conducted level 1 troubleshooting beforehand as well. Now, in the Strive icon, for those that aren't familiar with Strive, it's our online learning platform to get training on our products, and you can easily click on this as well, which will take you directly there to start signing up for courses and also signing up for some of our facilitated sessions as well. So I've done a lot of bragging about what's new, so let's now see it all in action. I'm going to hand it over to Chrissy, who's going to kick off the demo.
Yeah, we've been really excited to show this knowledge base off. Having used the PRC along with our partners, I've experienced those pain points right alongside you. So let me show you what we've improved. Bear with me while I bring up the screen. Let me start by showing you just how easy it is to search for a particular thing you're after. Right now, let's say I'm interested in the Teams Flex product. I'll use the search bar now to bring that up. You'll see a few options pop up, but I'd like to talk you through some of the things I can show you here. This link here will take you direct to the article. This one will show you the category that article belongs to. This will open that article in a new page, and this will copy the link if you're looking to share it with other team members. But right now, I'll just jump right into the article. As you can see, because I looked up Teams Flex, it's taken me to the exact part of the page.
Sorry to interrupt. I think there's been a few comments that some people can't see your screen.
I think it's all
Okay,
sorted now. Great.
okay,
Thank
now
you,
it's sorted.
everyone. All good.
Apologies. So because I've looked up Teams Flex, it has taken me directly to the part of the page where you can find the information on Teams Flex. I'd also like to point out the table of contents here on the page. Let's just say I want to find out the target market for Teams. I can just select here on the table of contents who is the target market, and it'll take me straight to the part of the page that'll show me that information.
So I'm a big fan of these product wikis. I don't know about you, but sometimes it has been hard to learn access for products and have to look at multiple articles or, revisit Strive courses that we've done in the past. And maybe I've just got 5 minutes before my customer appointment and I need to refresh my knowledge. We see our new product wikis as being really valuable for this. The fact as well that in these product wikis, we can combine videos with written articles and attachments and things like that. In our previous system, it was really siloed. You had your kind of video separate to your articles. Now we can put that all together. It really caters for different learning styles. So if I wanted to watch a video to learn about Microsoft Teams calling, I could. Or if I wanted to read about it, I could as well. So we will have these product wikis available for all our products, including our CUC ones. They're coming along very nicely at the moment. So this is some great functionality that you'll have available here. It might look like a bit of information, but as Chrissy has shown us, we can use the table of contents on the right-hand side to get to exactly the section that we're looking for.
Exactly. It's been such a great tool to introduce for our partners. Next, I would like to direct you to where you'll be able to find the sales and marketing collateral by navigating the categories shown here in the banner. Under product collateral, you'll be able to find the marketing material that we have available for each product all in the one spot. Especially at the moment, you can see our fabulous new collateral for UC Express that our amazing technical content creator is producing. Here, you'll be able to see what's available without having to download it first like you had to previously.
Every time I go into one of these sales and marketing pages that we have for our products, get really excited, almost brings a tear to my eye, happy tears. I don't know about you, but obviously with the existing PRC, if I wanted to view any of our downloadables, I'd have to download it to open it. And I don't know how many times I've downloaded the same thing, and I don't know how many times I've downloaded it to look at it to realize that is not what I was after. And that is obviously not a great user experience. So if I'm part of the marketing team or in a sales role, the fact that I can go into InfoBoss now and go into these sections and see exactly what resources are available for different products, we really see this as being a game changer. What Chrissy has brought up now is one of our new products. So Zima, which is one of our CX products. This collateral is almost hot off the press by our technical content writer, which is really great. So again, as new things are added, it will be promoted with the homepage of InfoBoss, but it'll be in here as well. So we just see this as being much easier to, look through that document. Is that what I'm looking for? Yes. Either I've got the information that they need, or I want to email it to a partner. I can save that and email it on. So something really, really useful that we think our partners are really going to love.
So sorry, let me just jump in here. I can see that some people are having trouble seeing the screen. So if you're viewing from home or from your laptop, just click on I think at the above, there's a few tabs. You can click on Chrissy's tab, and then you should be able to switch to see Chrissy's screen. Thanks for that, Russell. Yeah, awesome.
Thanks for that, Alan. We do apologise. Running this in a few different locations, we had tested this and we didn't realise that was an option there. So our deepest apologies, and thanks, Alan, for jumping in on that. Hopefully everyone can see that. So I wanted to talk to you about some of the more technical documentation that we have on InfoBoss and some of the improvements we feel that has been made in this space. A lot of the documentation that we currently had in the knowledge base of PRC was of a technical nature. I'm going to say it wasn't the best structured, and that there was a lot of articles. So one of the things we've tried to do is, I guess, streamline that information. So Chrissy, if you want to jump up to the top of the page, and I'm going to get you to search for something really specific, which is a factory reset Yealink handset. Okay, so you'll see that live search, guys, which is obviously changing the responses based what I've typed in. And we're going to go to that first one, which is the troubleshooting. Okay, and factory resetting a Yealink handset steps is the first part of this article. So why do I want to show you this? This article has been around for a long time. The reason I wanted to show you this, when it comes to, I guess, troubleshooting devices, there's multiple actions that you can take. Previously, we had, 5, 6 different articles on a specific step. What we've decided to do is bring these together because perhaps, if I think of I'm a level 1 support and I might be assisting someone, I might be following this step. If that doesn't work, I would be going on to the next troubleshooting procedure. And I would then have to look up a different article, whereas this is going to have them all here. And again, table of contents, your best friend on the right-hand side. If I want to go to, a different part of this, my eyesight isn't great to see what they all are, but I could go to a different section and it's going to tell me that. So this is, I guess, a bit of a difference to what's currently there. You might see that some articles are longer, but we can do that now now because it's much easier to find the information that we're looking for. And again, we don't want you to have to read an article that's tiny and then find like another article that might give you the answer. We want to put all the possible answers in the one spot for our partners. So on other technical documentation, we're going to have a look at some of the provisioning documentation and some of the changes that have been made there. So I'm going to get you to type in UC Excel Deployment Guide. If you are thinking, what is UC Excel? You may have missed an email. So UC Excel is our new name for our BroadWorks or our UCAS product. It's been officially rebranded at the end of the month. So our system will be saying UC Excel, but don't worry, we've done some things on the back end with tags and key search. So if you type in BroadWorks, it'll still work. So the reason I wanted to highlight our deployment guide. So this was previously an attachment. From memory, it was about 45 pages. Obviously, as an attachment, I would have to download it and then open it to view it. So that can create a little bit of risk in terms of partners looking at outdated information. If I think of this document, I think over the last 12 months with the updates to SaaSBOSS 2.0, I've probably updated it 3 times. So by moving a lot of our technical documentation that used to be an article that I downloaded to an article that I view, it's a lot easier for us to keep it up to date. And it means that you can go back here and have confidence that you're not referring to a document that was downloaded some time ago. You are actually referring to the most updated information here. So again, I can use my table of contents to get to the area that I need. And if we go down to the bottom section there, please, Chrissy, you will find the print to PDF button. So let's say, you know what, I still really like having this as a downloadable. You will be able to still be able to do that with our system. So this print to PDF button is a button that will be at the bottom of every single article in InfoBoss. So if you wanted to download it, you could. However, in general, you will find that, again, our technical and provisioning documentation, support documentation, a lot of it is going to be in the form of articles now. So in terms of the stuff that is uploaded as a PDF to be downloaded, like we saw with our product marketing, it is really going to be mainly our product marketing, sales material, that sort of thing. Everything else, we're really going towards more being in articles because that'll improve the search results and, again, save you having to download, open it to find the information that you need. I'll get you to scroll down a little bit further for me, Chrissy, and I just wanted to highlight related articles. So this is a bit of a classic knowledge base feature. A lot of knowledge bases have it, but you know what? Our PRC didn't have it. So this is where we've been able to promote our related articles to the one you're viewing. So we really see this as being helpful for maybe those people who, you know, are getting started to, you know, go on to the next step of the procedure or things like that. So that's at the very bottom of the screen. I also wanted to highlight something that can be easily missed, which is our floating search bar. If you just want to maybe circle that before you click on it, Chrissy, yeah. So when I'm in an article, if I'm down the bottom of the page and maybe I want to search for something else now, it means I don't have to scroll to get to the top of the page. I've always got that floating search bar here, so I can do another search. As well as that, we wanted to highlight that you can be logged into InfoBoss multiple times, which means if I wanted to stay on the page that I'm at, but do another search and open up another article in another tab or window, you know, duplicate my screen, I can absolutely do that. So you'll still have that functionality available to you there. I'm going to get you to go up to the top of the page, if that's okay, Chrissy. And I wanted to talk about the provisioning section. Before you click on it, though, I'll give a bit of an intro to, I guess, the menus. So to make the functionality consistent across whatever page I'm in with InfoBoss, there's 2 things that you'll find on every page. So one of them will be obviously that search bar in our colourful banner in the middle. The other thing will be the categories. So in the home page, you obviously saw those nice laid out categories. They will still be visible to you no matter where you are in InfoBoss, whether I'm in an article or a category. Where Chrissy's highlighting there, these tabs or sub menus, whatever you want to call them, we need to probably pick a name for it. You'll be able to view those articles here. So it just means you don't have to go home to access functionality. You can do that. If you want to click on that provisioning option for us, Chrissy. So we realised that we have a lot of technical people that are probably, even on this session. They're in our knowledge base a lot. So we've really tried to make it easier what documentation is provisioning and having it under this section, and what documentation is more support and troubleshooting. And that'll be on the kind of next tab over there. So that's some really great functionality we're excited about in terms of the layout of the system and how it all works. Alan, what other sections are you excited about?
So very excited about several other sections. So the first one I'm pretty excited about is the customer resources section. So InfoBoss has a dedicated section for customer resources, and what this means is that you can easily download and share our product materials and also software downloads or the latest software updates with your customers directly. So let's look at one of the WebEx and user guide articles. That's the one. So if you can see in this article, there's a video that covers quickly about the WebEx softphone. And if we scroll down, there are some quick guides that you can easily download as PDFs and share them with your customers as well. And right down below that, some of these articles have some helpful links that you'll also be able to share with your customers. And another great section is the Getting Started section, which is brand new. Yeah, great. And this is perfect for those partners that are new to Access4 and who want to learn a bit more about our products and processes. And depending on your role, you find categories tailored to, for example, sales role, technical support, billing, and more. So let's have a look at the Getting Started with Billing. So yeah, if you're in a billing role and you want to know more about Access4's billing processes and options, there's a quick video to start guiding you through, as well as some extra links to articles where you can find more information there. So this is a great starting point for our new partners. And the final other great feature that I'm super excited about is the feedback options. So with our new knowledge base with InfoBoss, you'll be able to interact directly with our articles, providing feedback in each and every article. So you can see here, you can let us know if an article was helpful by selecting yes or no. If you want to provide more specific feedback, you can click on the give feedback about this article. And here you'll be given some options and you can add a few comments to provide more specific feedback with us. Now, if you can't find what you're looking for, you can make a request for some new articles. You can do this by clicking on the Contact Us button up the top there, and you'll be able to fill in just these details and share your thoughts with us. At the same time, it's not just about requesting new articles. We understand that InfoBoss is a new system. There may be a few bugs, hopefully none at this point. But if you do come across any bugs or issues like that, you can also share that with us in the Contact Us menu option there. So what do you think about those new features, Courtney?
Yeah, I am really looking forward to getting our first piece of feedback from partners on our articles. The reason I'm looking forward to these features and being able to interact, I guess, with partners interact with the content with us, it just saves or just rules out the middle people. So it saves, you having to then, send an email to your PGM, or next time you're talking to TAC, letting letting them know that you're working through this issue. I tried to search on the PRC that I couldn't find it. So it just means that that gets to the right people, which is our team who, we are responsible for the documentation on this knowledge base. So if an article needs to be updated, you can let us know. I mean, we are going to be obviously proactively updating articles, and the fact that we internally can find articles a lot easier means it's going to be easier for us to make updates. There's some SaaSBOSS 2.0 changes next week, and I know for you, Alan, it's been way easy to find what documentation needs to be
Definitely.
updated. Yeah. So we obviously we will be doing that, but at the same time, we miss things, or an article might just be incomplete. So you followed the steps and there was something else that needed to be done and it's not captured. You can now pass that feedback directly to us. And for my team, I think it also means that we can focus our time on the right things as well. There are lots of things we need to be doing as a learning and development team. But, if we're getting feedback from partners that we've really got to improve our documentation for a certain product, we've got the statistics and the data to, show that. So I'm looking forward to having this, I guess, workflow built in on the back end, but also getting that data to support our decisions and what we should be working on, and you being able to really illustrate, I guess, if there are any pain points. And at the same time, if an article is new and great, give it a thumbs up, and that'll promote it for other people when they're doing their searches. While you're still in that getting started section, Chrissy, I'm a big fan of this getting started section. Some of the feedback that I've received from our partners over the years at Access 4, particularly for existing partners who have new starters coming on board. Sometimes they might be new to voice, sometimes they're experienced with voice and they just need to learn, SaaSBOSS and the products. It can be sometimes difficult to know what to direct them to. Obviously, there's Strive and their learning path that they can do there, but sometimes speed is of the essence, and maybe they just want to be able to read a few articles or learn about the core product that you support. And so these getting started sections have been handcrafted by our onboarding team, who are dealing with new partners all the time. They're experts at this. And so just having somewhere to direct our new starters to, we see has been really helpful. So they don't have to just start at a knowledge base and, I don't know what I don't know. I don't even know what I should be searching. That'll really guide them through, what of the courses they should be doing on Strive and what are those key articles they should be looking at as well. Chrissy, can you click back on that customer resources section for me? I just wanted to mention highlight a couple of things that Alan's previously mentioned. So obviously we saw our WebEx example of all our end user material. This is also, Chrissy did hover over it down the bottom, but this is also where any software downloads are. So this is currently on the PRC. If you had a user needed to download Go Integrator Kara or something like that. So absolutely they can still do that. It is here. You can obviously still use the search and that would come up with that. But yeah, I guess you'll find things in different places, but the search, we're really confident with that you'll be able to find what you are looking for. So I'm going to take control, and I am hoping that we can all see this screen here, existing PRC. Yep, that's all confirmed. Wonderful. So as I mentioned, the existing PRC isn't dead. It's still there. It's just being slimmed down a bit. So I apologise that this screenshot isn't great because I don't have a proper one yet. But how it's all going to work in terms of when InfoBoss is live next week. So you will see that there is going to be a change to the SaaSBOSS side navigation bar. So PRC will still be there. On top of it will be InfoBoss. So InfoBoss is, this is how you can access InfoBoss. It is still accessed via single sign-on. So I can click into that and I will be free to run riot and look at all the content there and check it all out. So that's how you'll access it, but the PRC will remain, but it will be slimmed down. So what I mean by that, it'll just have 3 tabs in there: the dashboard, the product section, and SaaS Boss. So the dashboard will also be reduced. Currently, this had new and updated articles. That's now obviously all part of our InfoBoss. So this will just have notifications. The main section that it's still being used for is the product section. So there'll be no change to this. You can still see information on devices, service packs, call pads, DDI numbers, no change to that. So this would be really probably the most common reason that you would be using the PRC still for the time being. And the last option there, which is SaaS Boss, this will simply take you back into SaaS Boss. So that's how the PRC will look. So in terms of those tabs that are no longer there, obviously knowledge-based resources, that's all in InfoBoss. The other section that has been end of life for a little while will be deal reg. That has been superseded some time ago by our wonderful CPQ tool in SaaS Boss, so that won't be there anymore either. So this is what the PRC will primarily be used for. So I wanted to talk about, I guess, change management and things to be aware of. So InfoBoss goes live next Thursday, the 27th of March. It is 7 sleeps away. We are counting down the days. Please check it out. Access it from SaaS Boss from the sidebar. Find the latest information on our products and latest resources. And again, go back there when you need something rather than relying on something that you downloaded, heaven knows when. So in terms of your existing links, we are aware that obviously some partners who have been with us for some time would have probably had links saved to PRC articles and documents. Those links will all be redirected to InfoBoss and just a search page. So because the nature of the content has changed, it's kind of impossible for us to do like for like redirect links. It doesn't work. So they will just take you to InfoBoss, but then you've got the search. So we're confident that you can find the information that you need. As Alan has shown you, please rate our articles. We want to know if this is the sort of information that you're looking for. If there are gaps, please let us know. You've got the 2 feedback options. The one down the bottom of the page of each article is specific if that article was inaccurate or didn't have what you were looking for. And then you have that article request option at the top of the page, which is the contact us. You are also welcome to email us at any time using our email address learning@access4.com.au. So that brings us to question time. There are a couple of questions in the chat, so we shall give you a minute or so to digest what we've just said and see if there's any other questions there. So we'll give you a couple of minutes to do that. While you're doing that, given we are the learning and development team, we shall do a bit of a shameless plug about Strive, our learning management platform. We had our question as part of our poll asking you if you knew how many courses that we have available. And we didn't have too many get the right answer. So we might actually have more content than you are aware of. Ellen, tell us about what partners can do in Strive and what they can find.
Sure thing, Courtney. I love a shameless quick plug. InfoBoss, as you know, is designed to help you easily find the information you need. But don't forget, if you're looking for training on our products, you can access our learning portal, Strive, directly from SaaS Boss or InfoBoss. And as we talked a little bit earlier on, there are 59 courses currently on Strive. You can enroll in them at any time. These courses cover a wide range of topics, including core products like Microsoft Teams, UC Excel, UC Express, as well as other courses on sales and troubleshooting as well. We also offer learning pathways that allow you to earn badges. So earning a badge not only boosts your expertise, but it's also a great way to showcase your knowledge to customers We have some of our partners that post their badges on LinkedIn as well. So this is something you can also sign up for if you're interested in earning a badge. And lastly, we do host live facilitated sessions that you can sign up for. You'll see once you log into Strive, you'll see the facilitated courses section. And once you click on that, you'll see these live facilitated sessions that are available to you to sign up for. So you just need to pick a date and time that you're interested in, and then you'll be signed up for those sessions as well. So hopefully you'll find what you're looking for. If you don't find what you're looking for on InfoBoss, you'll also be able to take our Strive courses as well to master your knowledge in all of our products.
Yeah, we'd love to see you at some of our courses next month. Okay, Chrissy, you are our question moderator. What questions do we have?
We've got a few lined up. So the first one I've got here is, if I can't find what I'm after, what should I do? As Alan mentioned, please let us know. Use that contact us link for any sort of documentation requests that you have. Just a reminder, any technical questions that you have should still be directed to our TAC team via a ticket in SaaSboss.
Yeah, that's really important to be aware of. There still is the option when you log a ticket in SaaSboss to ask a question. That really contact us option is really if there's a gap in the articles and you want to see some content on a specific thing. Thanks, Chrissy.
No worries. The next one I have is, if I have a new starter, when will they gain access to InfoBoss? Well, once their SaaSboss login is created, they're able to access InfoBoss instantly. They'll have the link in SaaSboss to access InfoBoss via single sign-on. So nothing for you to do, and it will work seamlessly. The next question I have is, when does it go live? As Courtney mentioned, it does go live on the 27th of March, so not much of a wait now. And a reminder that you'll still have access to the PRC, although that content will now be limited, but you'll be able to find everything you need on InfoBoss. I do have one final question. I might throw this one to you, Courtney, to answer. What steps have been taken by Access4 to ensure that the documentation is maintained continuously current?
Yeah, that is a great question. It is a question that has been asked internally as part of this project as well. And I'll be honest, it has been a really big challenge with our current PRC to keep things up to date. Because as Alan mentioned earlier, that search functionality that was frustrating to us internally. So now, as part of our new system that is a proper knowledge base, behind the scenes we have a workflow mechanism, and we also have a review process in place now. So that was really hard to do in the previous system, but now we can actually automate that review process. So we didn't have that functionality, and now we can set up the parameters of when we want content to reviewed. So content will be reviewed on a periodic basis, all content. And now when we know of a specific update is happening, and the classic example, we've got 2 happening over the next 10 days or so, which is our SaaSboss 2.0 changes to DID inventory and to the reseller page. We can find exactly what we need to update that. There's also changes coming with obviously the rebranding from Broadworks to UC Excel, and some of the names of the license changes. We can find exactly what we need to replace that. So we're really confident that we have taken the steps that we need to do to be better at this. Again, we've got room for improvement in the past, but we know we're with a system that allows us to actually do this in a much more methodical and robust way.
And one final question that's just come in. Will documents have a last updated date?
Yeah, that's a really great question. That's something that we went back and forth with. And so at this stage, the answer is no. So it doesn't. We do have the functionality to do that though. So the reason we weren't going to do it initially is because the content automatically was going to show the kind of go live date by default. And we thought that was a little bit misleading. So we will be having a look at that in probably the next reiteration or after that first review period that we do. So it doesn't yet. We have that ability. It just wasn't the right time to release that yet, just to how it would appear. But that is on the roadmap to consider.
I don't have any other questions at this moment.
All right. Thank you so much for your time today. I do apologise for the issue with the shared screen. You live and you learn. We will take that as a note for next time. But thank you so much for being here today. Please look out for the info boss in SAS Boss next Thursday. And we're really looking forward to hearing your thoughts on it. You'll be sent an email after this session, as usual, with a survey and the information for this session. Thanks, everyone. Have a great day.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.